evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for some varsity baseball action. This is the Borderland Battle. Broncos versus Vikings here at Sheila Field. Littlefork-Big Vikings came off a huge 13-12 walk-off victory over Hill City Northland in their previous game earlier today. And now it's time for some senior day action for the International Falls Broncos. As we honor our three seniors, Keaton Maish, Caden Corpy, and Torrin Thompson. And with this Seniors Day, it'll also be Parents' Day, and we have a fun game ahead of us. So stay tuned for all this and more on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Is not fully decided what his plans to are after graduation. His nickname is Corpy. His favorite Major League Baseball player is Bryce Harper. His favorite Coach Talmadge quote, "It's a beautiful day for baseball," or "Let's get the bats rolling." Favorite baseball memory, finally getting put into pitch for the first time after 4 years. Most embarrassing baseball moment, swinging at a curveball that landed before home plate. Fun fact, I have the best curveball on the team. And his advice to future players, learn to bunt early. It's a useful skill to have. It can help you break out of a slump. Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Corpy.
That was our first senior, Caden Corpy. He is going to be our center fielder in today's game. Our next senior being introduced is Keaton Maish. Keaton Maish is going to be the pitcher for the Broncos today. And while the seniors are being announced, let's go into our Border GM keys to the game here. Also coming up, our national anthem brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. We're live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. The biggest key to the game for our Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings visiting today at Sheila Field. Their biggest key is to start early. They had a slow start against Hill City Northland, and that's what made it such a close game that led to the walk-off victory. And so now they're hoping to get a faster start to the game and little to no errors in this game. And then the keys to the game for the Bronco baseball team is going to be pitching for today. They need to stay consistent and get those strikeouts. That's going to be big. This is a very strong team, Littlefork is, in terms of hitting. So needing to knock those batters out before they can get on base is going to be a big key for today. This is the Borderland Battle on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, honoring Senior Day and for our three Bronco seniors who are getting their roses today. And I gotta say, I love the little tunnel that the teammates made for the three seniors. It is a very, it's a nice touch for Senior Day today. And so as they're getting their pictures, we're gonna get ready for the national anthem and our varsity baseball action here. Broncos versus Vikings. It's the Borderland Battle on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skiffstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
We are here live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. And as our coaches are meeting at the home plate with the umpires, we're going to go over our starting lineups as well as our other sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors for Bronco and Viking sports. Some of our sponsors being the National Anthem, brought to you by the local VFW, Post 2948. Join us for Burger Nights and karaoke. You already heard earlier our Border GM keys to the game, and as well as our Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box sponsors. And then our scoreboard updates always brought to you by the Packaging Corporation of America. And then for the every stolen bases, they are brought to you by the city of Littlefork.
Batting second and pitching number 1, Tommy Larson. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 7.
Every foul ball in the game is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. And every strikeouts in today's game is brought to you by the Sports Shop of International Falls. Also, our Domino's Pizza player of the game, both a Bronco and a Viking player, will receive the Domino Pizza gift certificate for the Player of the Game award at postgame. So stay tuned for our upcoming national anthem as the starting lineups are being announced at this very moment. And shout out to Tim Ringhofer, the athletic director for International Falls. He had to borrow my stat sheet in order to read the starting lineups. So that shows how reliable I was with that. Let's go. And so we'll be back after the break on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Clinic is your home for comprehensive family medical care. Located within Rainy Lake Medical Center's hospital campus, their clinic provides accessible family health care for International Falls and surrounding communities via in-person and telehealth visits. Whether you need an annual checkup or specialized care for an injury or illness, your hometown healthcare team is ready to serve you and your family. To schedule an appointment, call Rainy Lake Clinic at 218-283-5503.
Do your high-rate credit cards have you feeling lost? Find yourself a lower rate and roll your balances over to a new card. TrueStar Federal Credit Union now provides an in-house credit card. Our truly rewarding credit card offers competitive rates, a rewards program, fraud monitoring, digital wallet, and much more. For more information or to get started, visit your local branch, our website, or the mobile app. Brighter banking at TrueStar. Subject to credit approval. Restrictions may apply. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Littlefork-Big Vikings will lead off in the batter's box for today's game as the away team. And leading off, it's going to be the senior number 4, the catcher, A.J. Knable. On deck, Tommy Larson. In the hole, Levi Thydeen at the number 4 spot. Number 6, Dominic June at number 5. Number 14, Thatcher Jenkinson, batting at 6. Number 5, Anthony Borman, batting at 7. Number 17, Keegan Gustafson, batting at 8. Number 12, Emmett Erickson, and then batting at 9, number 37, Joey Kennedy. Pitching for the Broncos today is number 4, the senior, Keaton Maish. And now we're just about underway. Broncos versus Vikings. It is the Borderland Battle. Just about underway. A.J. Knable, one of the big leaders in that comeback win against Hill City Northland. First pitch from Maish to Knable. This comes in. That's going to be strike 1 looking for A.J. Knable. It's a bit of a cooler day now that it's gotten more wind. Next pitch, contact out towards right field, and that's going to land right in the glove of the Bronco right fielder, number 14, Kyle Kramer. So A.J. Knable out on the fly. And that's going to be out number 1 for Littlefork-Big Falls. Tommy Larson now stepping up to the plate for the Vikings here. On deck, Levi Thydeen. In the hole, Dominic June. Keaton Maish pitching for the Broncos. First pitch, contact, chopped and grounded. That's going to be a race to first base. And Tommy Larson safe at first by milliseconds. And so that's going to be a runner at first for the Vikings to start this inning. On now stepping up to the plate, number 7, Levi Thydeen. On deck, Dominic June. In the hole, Thatcher Jenkinson. First pitch from Maish to... And instead, he's actually going to try and throw it to first and catch Tommy Larson out. Instead, that's going to stay safe. So 1 out. Maish steps off the mound, trying to keep a close eye on Tommy Larson. The runner at first. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be a ball. Tommy Larson goes for the steal. He's going to slide, and he is safe at second. Tommy Larson with the first steal of the game. That is a City of Little Fork stolen base. So 1 out, runner at second, and Thydeen still waiting for his first pitch from, or actually no, he did have a pitch. That was ball 1, if I remember correctly. Pitch, that's going to be bunted, and, or I guess they're not going to call the bunt, so that's just going to be ball 2 for Thydeen. For a second, I thought that they were going to call the foul. 2-0 count for Thydeen. 1 out, runner at third. Pitch from Maish. Swing and a miss for Thydeen. 2-1 count now. Two-one count, 1 out. Runner at third. Pitch from Maish. Strike 2. Looking for Thydeen. Tommy Larson, runner at third. Pitch from Maish. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 swinging. So now 2 outs. Runner at third base. Dominic June stepping up to the plate for Little Fork Big Falls. On deck, Thatcher Jenkinson. In the hole, Anthony Borman. That's going to be chopped and fouled. So 0-1 count to start for Dominic June after the Service Master foul ball for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Tony Coach, you're going to take great care of you. Dominic June then struck with 0-2 count now. Maish pitch comes in. That's going to be ball 1. 1-2 count for Dominic June. Runner at third base. Top of the first inning for Little Fork Big Falls. Pitch from Maish. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That's another sports job strikeout. And so that's going to be strike 3. And so we're going to go into the bottom of the first inning here. Little Fork Big Falls unable to get some runs on the base. Tommy Larson left at third with 3 outs, and now it's time for the Broncos to step up to the plate.
Hi, this is Joey from Falls Lumber Company. Whether you're building or remodeling, stop in and see me. With over 14 years of sales experience and a background as a licensed contractor, I specialize in takeoffs, windows, doors, and tile showers. Plus, I'm your go-to for Benjamin Moore paints and the Wooster lines. Need recommendations? I can help you choose the right products and suggest a trades professional to fit your style and budget. And don't forget, I'm a Big Green Egg expert ready to assist you with all your cooking needs. Visit Falls Lumber Company at 201 4th Street or call us. Your dream project starts here.
Lakes Gas, your source for propane and more. If you have questions regarding propane for your home, cabins, or campers, please know that Lakes Gas has been family owned for over 65 years, and they offer competitive pricing and budget programs for your financial comfort. Lakes Gas supports sporting programs for our students. Need propane? Then get it at Lakes. Lakes Gas, investing in our community's future.
Welcome back to the Radio River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. And it's now the bottom of the first inning. Broncos keep the Vikings away from home plate. And now it is Caleb Jocelyn who's going to be leading off for the Broncos here in the bottom of the first inning. Hoping to get things started strong for his team here. On deck, the senior, number 9, Caden Corby, the center fielder. And in the hole, number 16, the junior shortstop, Hayden Swenson. Pitching for Little Fork Big Falls is number 1, Tommy Larson. Catching is number 4, AJ Knable. Out in the infield, it's Dominic June at first base, Thatcher Jenkinson at second, Levi Thydeen at shortstop, and at third base, Keegan Gustafson. Out in the field, Emmett Erickson at left field, Anthony Borman at center, and over at right field, it's Joey Kennedy. So, Caleb Jocelyn, his first at-bat of the game, opening at-bat for the Broncos. That's going to be a bunt attempted, but that's going to be fouled behind the plate. Quite a lot of air underneath that bunt, and so that's a Service Master foul ball. And that's going to be strike 1. Strike 2 looking for Caleb Jocelyn, the lefty hitter for International Falls. Tommy Larson off to a strong start here. 0-2 count for Jocelyn. Contact grounded right between the second baseman and shortstop. And that's going to be picked up by the center fielder, Anthony Borman. And a single for Caleb Jocelyn to start the game off strong for the Broncos. Now stepping up is the senior center fielder, number 9, Caden Corpy of the International Falls Broncos. Caden Corpy, another lefty hitter, taking on the righty pitcher, Tommy Larson. Runner at first base, Caleb Jocelyn. Pitch from Larson. No swing. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Runner at first. No outs. Larson's pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 count. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count for Corpy. Runner at first base, Jocelyn. That's going to be a pop up in the air. And caught by Joey Kennedy. And smart move by Caleb Jocelyn, booking it back to first base. He picked the wrong one to try and steal second at. So that's going to be out on the fly. Caden Corpy now 1 out for the Broncos as Hayden Swenson steps up to the plate for his first at-bat of the game. 1 out with a runner at first base. Caleb Jocelyn. Hayden Swenson, the righty, facing Tommy Larson, the starting pitcher for Littlefork-Big Falls today. First pitch, strike 1 looking. Pitch number 2. From Larson to Swenson. Comes in. Chopped and fouled for strike 2. Off of the Service Master foul ball. And every strikeout in this game is brought to you by the Sports Shop of International Falls. And every stolen base is brought to you by the city of Little Fork. And as you already heard, Service Master of International Falls sponsors every foul ball. Like the one that Hayden Swenson just hit for staying at an 0-2 count. So that was pitch number 3 from Larson. 1 out. Runner at first base, Caleb Jocelyn. On deck, Keaton Maish. In the hole, Torrin Thompson. Tommy Larson's pitch comes in. That's going to be a line drive right center. And picked up, and that's going to be a single for Swenson and a throw to third base, and that's actually going to become a fielder's choice double for Hayden Swenson after they try to catch Jocelyn at third base. And so now a runner at second and third for International Falls as Keaton Maish steps up to the plate now for the Broncos, the senior pitcher with senior first baseman Torrin Thompson on deck and Emmett Olson in the hole. 1 out, runners at second and third. Line umpire taking a quick second to dust off second base. Got a little too dirty out there. Tommy Larson's pitch comes in. First pitch to Maish, and that's going to be chopped and fouled, and that's going to be slide to home. No good. Caleb Jocelyn safe to get the first run of the game for the Broncos, and that's going to allow for Hayden Swenson to make it to first, to third, and Keaton Maish gets the fielder's choice single. And Broncos take an early 1-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard. Runners at first and third base, Torrin Thompson stepping up to the plate for the Broncos, the senior first baseman, hoping to keep the momentum going. 1 out for International Falls. Runners at first and third. Tommy Larson's pitch comes in. That's going to be a steal at set. No, never mind. Throw to the shortstop. Almost bouncing off the chest of Levi Thydeen. So runners at second and third off of the pass from AJ Knable, the catcher. And remember, every stolen base is brought to you by the city of Little Fork. Tommy Larson's pitch comes in right down center. Torrin Thompson, that's going to be a fly out caught by Anthony Borman. And quick tag up by Swenson's going to lead to another run for the International Falls Broncos. And so that's now a 2-0 lead. Torrin Thompson out on the fly, but able to get the sacrifice fly to send home Hayden Swenson. Keaton Maish stays at second base, and now it's Emmett Olson stepping up to the plate. The lefty hitter is dealing with 2 outs and a runner at second base on deck, Ace Casa. In the hole, Kyle Kramer. And by the way, shout out to Emmett Olson on choosing the old Undertaker theme song, Dead Man Walking. Much respect to that one as a wrestling fan. A 1-0 count to start for Emmett Olson. That's strike one looking for Olson. 1-1 count. Pitch from Larson, popped up in the air. Tommy Larson calling it, and that's going to be out number 3, cut by Tommy Larson, and that's going to send us into the second inning. International Falls Broncos taking early 2-0 lead on the PCA scoreboard, and that's going to be the Vikings now being led off by Thatcher Jenkinson in the top of the second inning. And on deck, Anthony Borman. In the hole, Keegan Gustafson. This is Bronco and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com. By Drug Free Communities Grant Funding.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Broncos leading 2-0 over the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings baseball team. Going into the second inning, Keaton Maish threw 2 strikeouts to keep the Vikings scoreless. Tommy Larson was left on third base. Now it's Thatcher Jenkinson, hoping to get something going for his team here. The number 5 hitter is going to be followed by Anthony Borman, followed by Keegan Gustafson. And so Keaton Maish, the senior pitcher, getting a strong start for his team here. Hoping to keep that going for International Falls. The Vikings coming off of a really strong 13-12 walk-off victory over Hill City Northland, needing that momentum, but they also are starting to look to be in the similar shape as that first game today, where they had a bit of a slow start for that first game against Hill City Northland. So they need to try and get a quicker start going here. In the second inning, Thatcher Jenkinson stepping up to the plate for his first at-bat of the game and the first at-bat of the second inning. First pitch, ball 1. 1-0 count to start for Jenkinson. Keaton Maish goes into his motion. Pitch, contact, chopped and fouled behind the plate for a strike 1. Service Master, foul ball. That's going to be strike 1 or strike 2 looking for Jenkinson. 1-2 count. Pitch. That's going to be grounded and out of reach of Emmett Olson, the third baseman's glove. So that's a base hit single for Thatcher Jenkinson of the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. Now it's Anthony Borman stepping up to the plate for Littlefork-Big Falls, runner at first base, Thatcher Jenkinson. Keaton Maish keeping a close eye on that runner at first. His pitch is going to come in, contact, but that's going to be, my goodness, a line drive foul into his own dugout. That was terrifying. Luckily, I was not in the dugout because, yeah, no, that's scary. Don't like that. So 0-1 count to start for Borman. That's now strike 2 looking for Anthony Borman. Runner at first base, Thatcher Jenkinson. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3 and the third strikeout of the game for Keaton Maish, and that's going to be another Sports Shop strikeout. As Keegan Gustafson steps up to the plate for the Littlefoot Big Falls Vikings. He has Emmett on deck, Emmett Erickson on deck, and Joey Kennedy in the hole. Keegan Gustafson swings at the first pitch. That's going to be fouled to the right, and that's a 0-1 count after the Service Master foul ball. Runner at first base, Thatcher Jenkinson, 1 out for the Vikings. 0-1 count as Gustafson steps back into the box. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count for Keegan Gustafson. That's a swing and miss for strike 2. 1-2 count for Keegan Gustafson. 1 out. 1 runner on base. That's a high ball 2. 2-2 count. 1 out. 1 runner on base. Pitch from Maish. And that's strike 3 looking. And that's a 4th strikeout for Keaton Maish of the International Falls Broncos. So 2 outs. 1 runner on base at first as Emmett Erickson steps into the batter's box for his first at-bat of the game. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be ball 1. Erickson steps into the box. Pitch from Maish. Contact out towards low center, but that's going to be caught by Hayden Swenson, the shortstop, and that's going to be out number 3. And Vikings stay scoreless here in the top of the 2nd inning. And now we're going to head into the bottom of the 2nd. And leading off for International Falls, it's going to be number 14, Kyle Kramer. On deck, number 3, Aiden Lehman. In the hole, number 7, Caleb Jocelyn. We'll be back for some more Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Yours truly, Augie Schmidt here live from the Rainy River Press Box. A 2-0 lead for the International Falls Broncos on the PCA scoreboard. Littlefork-Big Falls trying to climb back in this one, but first they got to stay strong defensively. Unfortunately, another slow start for the Vikings going into this bottom of the 2nd. Broncos were able to leave 1 runner on base, Keaton Maish at 2nd. And now it's time for number 5, Aston Kassow, to take a swing at things. In his first at-bat of the game, on deck is Kyle Kramer. In the hole, Aiden Lehman. I was wrong earlier. I got the order messed up. And you know what? I respect the choice of walkout song there. Tommy Larson facing Aston Kassow for the first time this game. First pitch, right down center. That's going to be popped up in the air for a foul ball. And that's going to be strike 1 for Aston Kassow off of the Service Master foul ball. 0-1 count. Tommy Larson. Pitch number 2. That's going to be grounded and right to the shortstop. Levi Thydeen throws it to first. That's going to be out number 1 at the bag. Great throw from Thydeen to June to get Aston Kassow out at the bag. He was just barely in time with the throw. Now it's Kyle Kramer stepping up to the plate for the Broncos on deck. Aiden Lehman in the hole. Caleb Jocelyn. He's going to bunt it. It's going to be picked up by Larson. Larson throws it. That's going to be safe at first base. A great bunt by Kyle Kramer to get onto the bag, and that's going to be a single for Kyle Kramer. Able to win the foot race against Tommy Larson's arm, and now it is Aiden Lehman stepping up to the plate for his first at-bat of the game. On deck, Caleb Jocelyn. In the hole, Caden Corpy. 1 out for the Broncos here. Getting a quick signal from Coach Talmadge. Tommy Larson, quick throw to first base, trying to catch Kramer off guard to get the out at first. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Not able to get there in time, so Kyle Kramer safe at second on the City of Little Fork stolen base. Aiden Lehman looking at an 0-1 count. With 1 out and runner at second. On deck, Caleb Jocelyn. In the hole, Caden Corpy. Pitch from Larson. Comes in, bunted, and that's going to be fouled. So 0-2 count for Lehman. Runner at second after the Service Master foul ball. So early 0-2 count with 1 out and a runner at second. Tommy Larson hoping to get a strikeout here in this upcoming pitch. This is going to be strike 3 looking for Aiden Lehman. That's out number 2. And that's another Sports Shop of International Falls strikeout. Now we're back at the top of the batting order. This is Caleb Jocelyn of the Broncos stepping up to the plate for his second at-bat of the game. He had a single in his first at-bat and then was able to make it around the bases to score one of the 2 runs in that first inning. First pitch from Larson is ball 1. Larson goes into his motion. Ball 2. 2-0 count for Jocelyn. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be ball 3. Looks like Larson's trying to get Jocelyn to reach for it, the lefty hitter. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be strike 1 looking. 3-1 count. Tommy Larson hits the zone he was looking for. 2 outs for the Broncos. Runner at second base. Pitch comes in. That's going to be ball 4. And Caleb Jocelyn gets the walk to first base with a runner at first and second. It's time for Caden Corpy to get his chance at the field. This is his second at-bat of the game. So runners at first and second. That is going to be strike 1 looking for Caden Corpy. On the first pitch from Tommy Larson. Second pitch from Larson to Corpy in the second at-bat for Corpy. That's going to be chopped and fouled to the right for a Service Master foul ball and a strike 2. Littlefork-Big Falls hoping to get a shutout in the second inning to keep the score 2-0 in favor of the Broncos on the PCA scoreboard. An early deficit. Almost spelling trouble for the Vikings. Larson with the pitch. That's going to be strike 3 looking, and that's going to be the end of the second inning. And Tommy Larson gets his second strikeout of the game. And this is another strikeout sponsored by the Sports Shop of International Falls. We're going to head into the third inning. Both teams unable to add a run in that second inning, and the Broncos still hold the lead on the PCA scoreboard 2-0. You're listening to Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country 104.1 KSEM.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
We are just about to enter the third inning of play here. It is the Broncos versus the Vikings Borderland Battle Baseball Edition on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM, live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box. Every scoreboard update throughout this game is brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America, and every stolen base is brought to you by the City of Little Fork. Every foul ball brought to you by Service Master of International Falls, and every strikeout brought to you by the Sports Shop of International Falls. You heard earlier in this game that the national anthem was sponsored by the local VFW Post 2948. And the keys to the game throughout this contest is brought to you by Border GMC. And make sure you stay tuned after the game as well, because we'll have our Domino's Pizza players of the game. One from the Broncos, one from the Vikings. And leading off for Littlefork-Big Falls, it's going to be number 37, Joey Kennedy. And on deck, number 4, AJ Knable. In the hole, number 1, Tommy Larson. Kennedy steps into the box to bat for Littlefork-Big Falls. Keaton Maish has been on fire with 4 strikeouts in the game. Pitch is going to be almost off the thigh of Joey Kennedy, so that's going to be ball 1. Second pitch from Maish to Kennedy. That's going to be a foul ball. Almost another line drive to the Little Fork dugout. 1-1 count for Joey Kennedy. Keaton Maish on the mound for the Broncos. Throws this one in. That's going to be swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 for Kennedy. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be low, ball 2. 2-2 count now for Joey Kennedy to start the third inning. Vikings down 2-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Pitch from Maish is going to be chopped and fouled for a Service Master foul ball for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. Pitch from Maish. Contact, and that's going to be a grounder over to Torrin Thompson. He's going to pick it up and throw it over to Keaton Maish, who runs across and gets the tag at first. And that's going to be out number 1 for Littlefork-Big Falls. Now stepping up to the plate, the senior catcher for the Vikings, number 4, AJ Knable. On deck, Tommy Larson. In the hole, Levi Thydeen. Knable. First pitch from Maish. This one comes in. That's going to be almost off the helmet of Knable for ball 1. 1-0 count to start. 1 out. That's going to be ball 2. 2-0 count. Maish throws in pitch number 3. This one is going to end up being contact, and just out of reach of the shortstop. AJ Knable goes around first, and he's going to decide to stay at first base. For a second, he thought about maybe rounding to second. Instead, he chooses to stay and go with the one-hit single. And now it's time for Tommy Larson to take a swing at things. In his second at-bat of the game, he had a single in the first inning and then was left at third after a couple of nice stolen bases. So now Tommy Larson's hoping to send his teammate, AJ Knable, around the bases. 1 out, run out first. Knable slides back to first, and that's going to be an error, and he's going to have an opportunity to get a pass over to second base. AJ Knable is going to make it to second and decide to not go to third. And remember, every stolen base throughout this game is brought to you by the City of Little Fork, wishing all the Vikings athletes the best of luck in their 2025 spring season. So runner at second base, AJ Knable, that runner. Tommy Larson waiting for the first pitch from Keaton Maish in his second at-bat. This one's going to be strike one looking for Larson. Pitch number 2. That's going to be bunted. Tommy Larson's going to get a foot race to first, and that's going to be out at first. Out number 2. Torrin Thompson making sure he walks the ball over to the mound and keeping a close eye on AJ Knable, the runner at third base. So now 2 outs for the Vikings. Levi Thydeen stepping up for his second at-bat of the game. He was struck out in his first at-bat. Runner at third. Maish throws it in. That's swing and a miss for Thydeen. Pitch from Maish. Runner at third. Contact, but that's going to be fouled behind the plate for a Service Master foul ball and a strike 2 for Levi Thydeen. 2 outs with a runner at third. Pitch is going to be low. Ball 1. 1-2 count for Thydeen. Runner at third. Gets a signal from Coach Kennedy. Pitch from Maish. Swing and a miss. That's going to be an error, and that's going to be run down. Throw over to Torrin Thompson at first. That's going to be an out at the bag for Levi Thydeen, and that's going to be the third out of the third inning. And now we're going to go into the bottom of the third. The International Falls Broncos are going to be led off by Hayden Swenson. On deck, Keaton Maish. In the hole, Torrin Thompson. Vikings still scoreless on the PCA scoreboard, hoping to keep the Broncos from extending their lead in this upcoming bottom of the third. This is Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM, bottom of the third inning. Vikings down on the PCA scoreboard 2-0 to the International Falls Broncos. Broncos with a chance to extend their lead here in the third. Hayden Swenson to lead off for International Falls. On deck, Keaton Maish. In the hole, Torrin Thompson. And Keaton Maish had a one-run RBI to send his teammate, Hayden Swenson, home. Hayden Swenson with the other RBI for International Falls. Tommy Larson was able to throw 2 strikeouts in the second inning to help keep the Broncos scoreless in that second. And now he's hoping to have a repeated performance, that's the word I'm looking for, here in the bottom of the third. And also, hey, it is senior day for the Broncos today. Last home game of the regular season. Broncos honoring their 3 seniors, Caden Corpy, Keaton Maish, and Torrin Thompson. So now, Hayden Swenson stepping up to the plate for the International Falls Broncos. First pitch from Larson to Swenson in his second at-bat. That's going to be contact over to the right, and that's going to be picked up by the right fielder, and a single for Hayden Swenson off the first pitch of inning number 3, the bottom of the third inning. Keaton Maish of the Broncos steps up for his second at-bat. He had a single in his first at bat, and then was able to steal to second, but then was left at second in the first inning. Runner at first, Hayden Swenson. Pitch from Larson. This comes in. Bunted, and that's going to be Larson picking it up. He's going to throw it to first, and so that's going to be a out at first, and Hayden Swenson gets the fielder's choice pass to advancement to second for 1 out for the Broncos in the bottom of the third inning. Torrin Thompson now stepping up to the plate for his second at-bat of the game. On deck is Emmett Olson. In the hole, Aston Cossow. 1 out, runner at second. First pitch from Larson. That's going to be ball 1. Good eye shown by Torrin Thompson. Second pitch. That's going to be watched as it's a ball 2. 2-0 count for Thompson. Runner at second base. Swenson getting quite the lead out. That's going to be grounded and over to first. And that's going to be an error at first base as the throw from Gustafson ended up having a bad bounce that went over the head of Dominic June, and that allowed for Hayden Swenson to go all the way around the bases. And Torrin Thompson gets a 1-run RBI. Now it is a 3-0 lead for the International Falls Broncos on the PCA scoreboard after Swenson was able to be sent home. Evan Olson, the lefty hitter, steps up to the plate for the International Falls Broncos. On deck, Aston Cossow. In the hole, Kyle Kramer. 1 runner on base with 1 out. Torrin Thompson, the runner at first. Tommy Larson for the Broncos prepares to face the challenge of Emmett Olson. First pitch, ball 1. Olson had a pop fly out in his first at-bat of the game to end the first inning. Pitch from Larson, that's going to be ball 2. A.J. Cannell keeping a close eye on Torrin Thompson at first base. 2-0 with 1 out. Runner at first. Ball 3. 3-0 now for Olson. 1 out. Runner at first. 3-0. That's going to make it strike 1. 3-1. That was a safe look for Emmett Olson. Pitch from Larson. Contact grounded. That's going to get past the second baseman, and so Emmett Olson's going to make it as first, and Torrin Thompson's going to make it all the way to second base. So now runners at first and third with Aston Cossow stepping up to the plate for the International Falls Broncos. 1 out for the Broncos. Tommy Larson trying to set up some more outs, maybe throw a couple more strikeouts before the Broncos can get this lead out of hand in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Larson to Cossow is going to be fouled, and strike 1 for Aston Cossow. So 3-0 lead. Runners at first and third, 1 out, 0-1 count for Cossow, who steps back into the box. Pitch from Larson. This comes in. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count. One out. Runners at first and third. 1-1. That bunch is going to make it a 1-2 count after the foul. One-two count. That's going to be strike 3 looking for Aston Cossow. And that's going to be out number 2. Strikeout number 3 for Tommy Larson. And every strikeout in this game is brought to you by the Sports Shop of International Falls. Stepping up to the plate next is Kyle Kramer of the Broncos. That's going to be Emmett Olson, who is going to get a pass to second. He seemed a little hesitant to even finish going all the way to second base. Kyle Kramer makes contact. That's going to be popped up high and caught by the shortstop Levi Thydeen for out number 3, and that's going to end the third inning. The Broncos extending to a 3-0 lead over the Little Fork-Big Falls Vikings. And now we're going to go into the fourth inning, and this is Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos lead 3-0 over the Vikings.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
We are live on EuroLiveEvent.com as well as on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM, Broncos versus Vikings. And, hey, it has been the Broncos leading in this one 3-0 over the Little Fork-Big Falls Vikings. Another slow start for the visiting Little Fork baseball team. As similar to their game against Hill City Northland, the Vikings, a little bit of a slow start in the game. Tommy Larson pitching for the Vikings, throwing 4 strikeouts thus far. Keaton Maish having himself a game as well. He has 3 strikeouts thrown and no runs allowed. Or, excuse me, I got it mixed up. Keaton Maish has 4 strikeouts. Tommy Larson with 3. Now, we're at the 4th inning of this varsity baseball matchup, and it's Dominic June leading off for the Little Fork-Big Falls Vikings. On deck, Thatcher Jenkinson. In the hole, Anthony Borman. Contact off the first pitch. That's going to be grounded and picked up by Emmett Olson. He's going to throw it across, and that's going to be an out at first base. Great play by Emmett Olson, and great throw from third to first over to Torrin Thompson, the first baseman. Out number 1 for the Vikings. On deck for Little Fork-Big Falls, stepping up now is number 14, Thatcher Jenkinson. On deck is Anthony Borman. In the hole, Keegan Gustafson. First pitch from Maish. Contact. That's going to be grounded. And just like last time, it's going to be a throw from third to first. But it's going to be an error. Torrin Thompson unable to get a glove on it. And so that's going to be safe at first. Thatcher Jenkinson stays in the game. And now it's Anthony Borman stepping up to the plate for his second at-bat of the game. On deck, Keegan Gustafson. In the hole, Emmett Erickson. 1 out for the Vikings. Runner at first base. That's going to be contact, grounded, getting it past this. Could be a possible double play, but instead it's going to be a fielder's choice single for Borman as they get Jenkinson out at second. So now it is runner at first base, Anthony Borman. 2 outs for the Vikings. Keegan Gustafson stepping up to the plate for this top of the 4th inning for Little Fork-Big Falls. Keaton Maish, the starting pitcher for the Broncos, staying strong on the mound. He's going to throw to first, trying to catch Borman off guard. No good. So 2 outs And Keaton Maish still yet to throw his first pitch to Keegan Gustafson. Keaton Maish throws it. That's going to be grounded and an error at the plate. And that's going to give Borman the chance to make his way over to second base. Sliding between the legs of the catcher, Caleb Jocelyn. And that's going to now be a runner at second base. Anthony Borman. Keegan Gustafson steps back into the batter's box. 2 outs with a 1-0 count to start. That's going to be strike 1 for Gustafson. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Runner at second. Pitch. Contact. Chopped and fouled for strike 2. 1-2 count for Keegan Gustafson. Top of the 4th inning. Broncos lead 3-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Pitch from Maish. This comes in. That's going to be contact, grounded, and that's going to be another Service Master foul ball. And that one unlucky. Unlucky little grounder there for Keegan Gustafson. 1-2 count. Contact once again, and he's getting the contact he needs, but he can't get it down center. That is another foul ball for Gustafson. Still a 1-2 count for number 17 of the Vikings. A runner at second base, Anthony Borman. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be a swing and a miss, and that is strike 3, out number 3. We're going to go into the bottom of the 4th inning. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard 3-0 over the Vikings of Little Fork Big Falls. Leading off, it's going to be number 3, Aiden Lehman. On deck, Caleb Jocelyn. In the hole, Caden Corby. This is the bottom of the 4th inning. Incoming Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. And this is senior day for the Broncos and the Borderland Battle as well. You're listening to Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
This is Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSCM, and on YourLifeEvent.com. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard going into the bottom of the 4th inning, 3-0. Stepping up to the plate to lead off for the Broncos, Aiden Lehman, the left fielder for International Falls. Tommy Larson on the hump for the Vikings. That's going to be a strike 1. Lehman was about to go for the bunt, but it went just underneath his bat from the looks of it, leading to strike 1. 0-1 count to start. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be contact, popped up in the air. That's going to stay within the infield, and that's going to be missed. No catch, and so Aiden Lehman's going to make it to first base. And unlucky, might have lost it in the sun. That's why it's recommended to wear sunglasses in the infield. So now we're back at the top of the batting order. It's Caleb Jocelyn getting ready to bat for the Broncos, and he's got a runner at first base. No outs for the Broncos. First pitch Jocelyn able to bunt it, and the lefty's going to make it to first base. And so that is going to be a single for Jocelyn. Aiden Lehman able to advance to second base. Now we got runners on first and second with no outs for the Broncos here in the bottom of the fourth inning. A 3-0 lead for International Falls. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be ball 1. Caden Corpy, the other lefty hitter for the Broncos. Runners on first and second base. Larson tries to get the throw off to second base. Unable to get the throw in time, so he stays safe at second. Aiden Lehman, the runner at second. Caleb Johnson, the runner at first. Caden Corpy up to bat. 1-0 start. He bunts it. That's going to be picked up by Larson. Larson gets the throw to first base, and that's going to be out at the bag. Great throw from Tommy Larson, the pitcher, over to first base. That's going to be the first out for the Broncos here in this fourth inning of play. Runners at second and third as Hayden Swenson, the junior shortstop, steps up to the plate for his third at-bat of the game. He had a double and then a single in his previous 2 at-bats, hoping to keep his success going with this bottom of the fourth inning at-bat. 3-0 lead for the Broncos here. On the piece they scored, chopped and fouled. So Hayden Swenson looking at an early 0-1 count at the plate after the Service Master foul ball. Tommy Larson throws this one in. That's going to be popped up to the right and fouled for a strike 2. So 0-2 count for Hayden Swenson. 1 out, runners at second and third. Pitch from Tommy Larson, keeping a close eye on that runner at third. This comes in, that's going to be grounded, picked up by the shortstop, and Thydeen unable to get the throw off in time at first base, so that's going to be a single for Swenson. Able to get there here with a couple seconds to spare. And that's going to be Jocelyn making it to third, and Aiden Lehman making it home. Now a 4-0 game for the Broncos here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Some strong at-bats for International Falls here with runners at first and third, 1 out. And Keaton Maish, the batter for the Broncos, he's going to sit on that first one for a ball 1-0 count. And that also Hayden Swenson gets the pass to second. Ball 2 for Maish. A pitcher versus pitcher matchup here in the fourth inning. 2-0, 1 out, runners at second and third. Pitch from Larson, that's going to be ball 3. Three and 0. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Larson throws it. That's going to be strike 1 looking. A safe look by Keaton Maish. 3-1, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be ball 4. Keaton Maish gets the walk to first base. And now it's time for Torrin Thompson to step up to the plate with bases loaded in the game here. On deck, Emmett Olson. In the hole, Aston Casal. Tommy Larson able to strike out 3 Bronco batters, but not enough, allowing a little too many hits. That's going to be ball 1. Bases loaded for the Broncos. Contact, that's going to be hit down center field, and that's going to be out of reach of Anthony Borman. And so Torrin Thompson, he's going to able to get to second. He might even round to third, And he will, so that's going to be a triple for the senior Torrin Thompson, sending 1, 2, 3 teammates home for International Falls. A 3-run RBI triple for Torrin Thompson on senior day. What better way to celebrate senior day than a triple? And now it is a 7-0 game for the Broncos here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Strong at-bats for the Broncos, but even stronger pitching for International Falls. And that's going to be popped up in the air and a fly out as Dominic June is able to get a hand on it. Almost lost it from his glove, but he was able to catch it with his hand. And so that's going to be out number 2 for International Falls. Runner at third base with... Oh, no, I guess he didn't catch it. So never mind. It wasn't an out. I thought he did catch it, but they didn't call it. So that's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count for Emmett Olson. Runner at third base, Torrin Thompson. Emmett Olson steps back into the batter's box, the lefty hitter. 1-1 count, 1 out. Larson throws it in. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count. That's going to be ball 3. 3-1 count for Emmett Olson. Runner at third base, Torrin Thompson. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be ball 4. Emmett Olson gets the walk. And so now we have a runner at first and third base with Aston Casa stepping up to the plate for Littlefork-Big Falls. So Asen Casa with runners at first and third. First pitch, that's going to be contact, grounded over to shortstop. Levi Thydeen is going to throw it to first, and that's going to be out number 2. But that sacrifice out is going to be, he's sending home Torrin Thompson at third base. And that's going to be 5 runs here in inning number 4 to make it an 8-0 game. Broncos leading over Littlefork-Big Falls. So 2 outs for the Broncos. Runner at second base. Emmett Olson, the runner at second. Kyle Kramer with his third at-bat of the game here in the 4th inning. Vikings trying to keep the Broncos from extending their lead. Tommy Larson able to force a 1-1 count against Kyle Kramer. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 for Kramer. Two one, 2 outs. Runner at second. That's going to be swing and a miss for strike 2. Kyle Kramer, 1 for 2 in hitting. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's going to end inning number 4. The Vikings in a bit of a hole here as they are down 8-0 going into inning number 5. And we're going to see how the Vikings try and come back in this one. A bit of a bigger deficit compared to the one they had to face against Hill City Northland. We'll see how the Vikings pull it off. Going into inning number 5, it is 8-0 on the PCA scoreboard. Broncos leading in this one in senior day in the Borderland Battle. This is Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM.
Rainy Lake Clinic is your home for comprehensive family medical care. Located within Rainy Lake Medical Center's hospital campus, their clinic provides accessible family health care for International Falls and surrounding communities via in-person and telehealth visits. Whether you need an annual checkup or specialized care for an injury or illness, your hometown healthcare team is ready to serve you and your family. To schedule an appointment, call Rainy Lake Clinic at 218 283-5503.
Do your high rate credit cards have you feeling lost? Find yourself a lower rate and roll your balances over to a new card. TrueStar Federal Credit Union now provides an in-house credit card. Our truly rewarding credit card offers competitive rates, a rewards program, fraud monitoring, digital wallet, and much more. For more information or to get started, visit your local branch, our website, or the mobile app. Brighter banking at TrueStar, subject to credit approval, restrictions may apply. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
We are entering the bottom of the we're entering the fifth inning here. There was a weird commotion, hence the longer break than expected. That was Emmett Erickson out at the bag, swinging at the first pitch from Keaton Maish, the senior starting pitcher for the Broncos. But as I said, a bit of a longer break there as there was a commotion going on. I'm not sure what it was all about. I wasn't able to gather any information, but one out. Joey Kennedy up to bat for the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. 8-0 lead for the Broncos here in the fifth inning. Keaton Maish is going to throw this one. That's going to be grounded and right to Maish. Maish is going to get a nice easy throw to Torrin Thompson at first base, and that's going to be out number 2. Once again at the bag for the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. AJ Knable steps up to the plate for Littlefork-Big Falls. He is going to be followed by Tommy Larson on deck. Levi Thydeen in the hole. Pitch from Maish is going to be strike 1. Looking for Knable. Oh, 1 count to start for AJ Knable. 2 outs. Contact. That's going to be right down center field. But that's going to be out of reach. Not caught. AJ Knable is going to make it to second base. Now he's going to make it around to third. AJ Knable, a foot race. We'll see how far he decides to go. He's going to stay at third base. Decides not to go for home. And what an impressive throw. That was Hayden Swenson, the shortstop, able to get a throw from just outside of the infield into home plate. What a triple by AJ Knable. Trying to get things going, get his team fired up here in the top of the fifth inning. Also trying to crack that goose egg on the scoreboard. A big 5-run fourth inning for the Broncos. Gave them this 8-0 lead. Tommy Larson up to bat. 2 outs, runner at third base, AJ Knable. Tommy Larson was out at the bag in his previous at-bat and had a single in his first at-bat. At-bat number 3 for Larson. That's going to be strike 1 looking. 1-1 count for Tommy Larson. Keaton Maish, the starting pitcher for International Falls. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 for Larson. Good eye at the plate. Good patience as well. Runner at third, Knable. Contact, that's going to be fouled to the right for strike 2 off the foul ball. And every foul ball is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. Pitch from Maish. contact. That's going to be another one fouled. Tommy Larson unable to get the contact he's looking for. So now 2-2 count with 2 outs and a runner at third base. AJ Knable. Pitch from Maish. Ball 3. Loaded count now. Keaton Maish looking at pitch number 7 to Larson. Contact grounded. That's going to get past the second baseman, and that's going to send AJ Knable home. And Tommy Larson gets the single. And so that's going to crack the goose egg, but Broncos still have a long ways to go to try and come back in this one. They're needing some clutch hitting. As Levi Thydeen steps up to the plate for the Little Fork Big Falls Vikings. Runner at first base, Tommy Larson. On deck, Dominic June. In the hole, Thatcher Jenkinson. I just got caught whiff of the hot dogs down in the concessions. Throw to first base, Keaton Maish. Keeping a close eye on Tommy Larson, the runner at first. So 8-1 the score here on the PCA scoreboard in the top of the 5th inning. And Jocelyn, for a second, was about to try and throw to second and prevent Tommy Larson from getting the steal, but the ball ended up slipping out of his hand. Just a little flip and just kind of mess up on the throw. And so 1-0 count for Thydeen. Pitch from Maish. That's going to be ball 2. Runner at second, Tommy Larson. 2 outs for the Vikings. 2-0 count. Getting a little cloudy and a little more windy. Nice cool weather that we're having here. That's going to be strike 1. Looking for Levi Thydeen. Vikings needing to have a huge inning of hitting late in the game. 2-1. Pitch from Maish. No, instead he's going to turn around and throw it to second. And Tommy Larson is going to be safe at second. So still a 2-1 count for Levi Thydeen, waiting on pitch number 3 from Keaton Maish. He throws it in. That's going to be ball 3. Now 3-1 for Levi Thydeen. Keaton Maish, he has so far thrown 5 strikeouts in the game. That's going to be ball 4. Levi Thydeen gets the walk to first base as Dominic June now steps up to the plate for Little Fork Big Falls. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Dominic June hoping to send one of his teammates home or both of them. That's going to be strike 1 looking for June. Even though it's May. See what I did there? That's a month joke. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count for Dominic June. That's going to be contact. Popped up in the air right towards right center. And I think a player just dropped his phone. And that's going to be dropped by the outfielder. So Dominic June is going to be safe at first on the error in the field. And, I think Coach needs to... Oh, wait, no, it was sunglasses, not a phone that was dropped by Aston Casau. I was going to say, why does he have his phone in the field? And so Dominic June safe at first base after the error in the field. And that's going to send Tommy Larson home and Levi Thydeen all the way to third base. So Vikings staying in this one so far, but it's still 8-2. So a big lead for the Broncos here in the late game. Ball 1 for Thatcher Jenkinson. Jenkinson's been doing a good job. He's been getting on base in both of his previous 2 at-bats. Keaton Maish loses his hat on throw number 2 to Jenkinson, but he's able to throw a strike, so maybe it was all part of the plan. So 1-1 count. Runners at first and third. Contact, that's going to be just past the second baseman. He's going to send Levi Thydeen home, and that's going to be another base hit single for Thatcher Jenkinson. So that's 3 runs for Littlefork-Big Falls here in the top of the 5th inning. A 8-3 game, but still down on the PCA scoreboard. Anthony Borman stepping up to the plate. On deck, Keegan Gustafson in the hole. Emmett Erickson. And that's going to be a walk on the first pitch to Borman in this third at-bat. And so now we have bases loaded for Littlefork-Big Falls. And Keegan Gustafson with a chance to send his teammates around the bases, and looks like Coach Talmadge is going to be making an approach to the mound to talk with his infield and give a quick pep talk to his starting senior pitcher, Keaton Maish. So we're going to see if it's going to be a pep talk, or if we're going to have a change in the guard for pitching today. It looks like it's just going to be a pep talk. Quick word of encouragement from Emmett Erickson to Keegan Gustafson. Once again, bases loaded for Littlefork-Big Falls. And looks like Keaton Maish will stay on the mound for the Broncos. So bases loaded. Keegan Gustafson looking to send a couple teammates home here. 8-3 on the PSA scoreboard. He's going to make contact off the first pitch. That's going to be fouled to the right. So possible promising start to the at-bat for Keegan Gustafson, but he was struck out in his previous 2 at-bats in the game. This is at-bat number 3, looking for that first hit of the game. That's going to be ball 1. Good patience shown by Keegan Gustafson. 2 outs for Littlefork-Big Falls. Bases loaded, 1-1. Contact, that's going to be popped up to the right, and that's going to be caught by Aston Casal, the second baseman, and that's going to be out number 3. Broncos prevent the Vikings from trying to go on a run here in the top of the 5th inning. Now we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard 8-3. And so we're going to get ready for that bottom of the 5th inning. This is Broncos and Vikings baseball on Lakes Country. 104.1 KSTM live from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. And start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
We are live on YourLiveEvent.com and on Lakes Country, 104.1 KSDM. Broncos versus Vikings varsity baseball action here at Sheila Field. The Broncos leading 8-3 on the PCA scoreboard, and with a chance to add some more to that, if they can have another 5-run inning like they did in the previous 4th inning, then they could put this game away in 5. But it's going to have to start off with... Where was I at? That is Aiden Lehman starting off for the Broncos in this inning. That's an error at first base, and so he's going to go from first all the way to second. And that has been where a lot of the errors have been happening for the Broncos is those throws to first base, not always getting there in time, or having an unlucky bounce on the throw to first, leading to the errors. So, runner at second base, Aiden Lehman. After the error, throw from Larson. That's going to be ball 1. We're back at the top of the batting order for the Broncos with Caleb Jocelyn. Broncos need 5 to put it away here in the 5th. Tommy Larson's pitch is going to get hit, grounded, and that's going to be Dominic June tossing it over to Tommy Larson, and Larson's going to get the tag at the bag for out number 1. Caleb Jocelyn able to send Aiden Lehman over to third base. Now Caden Corby, the senior center fielder for the Broncos, stepped up to the plate for his 4th at-bat of the game. On deck for International Falls, Hayden Swenson in the hole. Keaton Maish hit by Caden Corby is going to be outright and out of here. The senior gets a 2-run homer. And what a way to celebrate senior day. Caden Corby with a home run out to right field. An absolute bomb to make it now 10-3 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And so now it is a 10-3 game. Broncos leading on the PCA scoreboard. Tommy Larson trying to keep things from getting out of hand and ending in the 5th. 1 out for the Broncos as Hayden Swenson steps up to the plate for his 4th at-bat of the game. He's been near perfect in the game. First pitch from Tommy Larson. That's going to be ball 1. 1-0 count for Swenson. 1 out, no runners on base. That's going to be fouled behind the plate for a Service Master foul ball. 10-3. Broncos leading in the 5th. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be contact. Grounded out to the shortstop. Levi Thydeen throws it to first, and that's going to be out at first. Nice throw from Levi Thydeen to Dominic June to get the out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now with 2 outs, it's going to be Keaton Maish stepping up to the plate for his 4th at-bat of the game. On deck, Torrin Thompson. In the hole, Emmett Olson. 2 outs for the Broncos here with Keaton Maish stepping up with no runners on base. 10-3 lead for International Falls. Tommy Larson trying to close things out here and not allow it to end in the 5th. First pitch is ball 1. 1-0 count to start. One to 1 count for Maish. That's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count now for Keaton Maish. That's going to be ball 3. 3-1 count. That's going to be a foul ball for strike 2. Loaded count now for Keaton Maish. 3-2. Tommy Larson trying to end it here with this at-bat on deck. Torrin Thompson in the hole. Emmett Olson. And that's going to be ball 4. Keaton Maish gets the walk to first base. And now it's Torrin Thompson stepping up to the plate for his 4th at-bat in the game here. International Falls Broncos leading 10-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 more runs can end it in the 5th. Tommy Larson, starting pitcher for the Vikings. He's going to throw it in. That's going to be strike 1 looking for Thompson. Tommy Larson throws this one in. That's going to be ball 1 in the dirt. Good job by the catcher, AJ Knable, from preventing it from getting past him. 1-1. 1 out, runner at first, or 2 outs, runner at first base. Tommy Larson, for a second, looked like he was about to throw it to first base and try and catch Keaton Maish off guard. Instead, he decides not to throw it. Torrin Thompson steps into the box. Pitch from Larson. Contact out towards center field. That's going to be out of reach of Anthony Borman, bouncing off the fence, and that's going to be a double, possible triple. Nope, Torrin Thompson's going to stay at second base. But what a hit by the senior to send home his fellow teammate and fellow senior, Keaton Maish, making it out an 11-3 game. Runner at second base, Torrin Thompson. Runner at second. Emmett Olson now stepping up to the plate for the International Falls Broncos baseball team. 11-3 lead for International Falls. 2 outs. Runner at second. First pitch from Larson to Olson. Contact. That's going to be, looks like some butterfingers on Emmett Olson, because he ended up accidentally throwing his bat to the side after his first swing, fouling it. And with that Service Master foul ball comes strike 1 for Emmett Olson. 0-1 count, runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch from Larson, swing and a miss for strike 2. Pitch from Larson. That comes in. That's going to be ball 1. 1-2 count for Emmett Olson. Runner at second base. 2 outs for the Broncos. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be grounder to the second baseman. Thatcher Jacobson throws it to first, and that's going to be out number 3. Emmett Olson out at the bag, and that's going to go into the 6th inning. Broncos leading 11-3 on the PCA scoreboard. Vikings needing to make a huge comeback, but they need to really get their bats going here. And a slow start is likely going to be costly for the Vikings here today. We're going to go into a quick break and get ready for the upcoming 6th inning. You're listening to Broncos and Vikings baseball action on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Rainy Lake Clinic is your home for comprehensive family medical care. Located within Rainy Lake Medical Center's hospital campus, their clinic provides accessible family health care for International Falls and surrounding communities via in-person and telehealth visits. Whether you need an annual checkup or specialized care for an injury or illness, your hometown healthcare team is ready to serve you and your family. To schedule an appointment, call Rainy Lake Clinic at 218-283-5503.
Broncos here in inning number 6. Vikings, bit of a late start in at bats. They were able to get 3 runs in that 5th inning, but sadly, so were the Broncos, and so they were able to keep the Vikings at arm's length. And now we're going to go into the Now we're going to go into Emmett Erickson's leadoff at bat for this 6th inning of play for varsity baseball action, Broncos versus Vikings. Keaton Maish, the senior starter pitcher, still on the mound for the Broncos. Here in the 6th inning, first pitch to Erickson. That's going to be swing and a miss for strike 1. That's going to be strike 2. Emmett Erickson, a little conflicted about the call by the umpire. That's going to be ball 1. 1-2 count for Erickson. On deck, Joey Kennedy. In the hole, AJ Knable. Pitch from Maish. That comes in. That's going to be ball 2. 2-2 count for Erickson. That's going to be strike 3. Emmett Erickson is out of there at the plate. And that's going to be another strikeout for the senior, Keaton Maish. His 6th strikeout of the game as Joey Kennedy steps up to the plate for the Little Fork Big Falls Vikings. On deck, A.J. Knable. In the hole, Tommy Larson. First pitch from Maish. That's going to be ball 1, almost grazing the thigh of Joey Kennedy. That's going to be strike 1 for Kennedy. 1-1 count. 1 out. No runners on base. Pitch. That's going to be chopped and fouled for strike 2 for Joey Kennedy. And that's going to be strike 3 swinging for Joey Kennedy. Out number 2. And Keaton Maish hoping to close things out here in the 6th inning and send it into the bottom of the 6th, where the Broncos only need 2 runs to end the game. A.J. Knable stepping up to the plate for his 4th at-bat of the game. On deck, Tommy Larson. In the hole, Levi Thydeen. First pitch, strike 1 looking. That's going to be popped up in the air, and that's going to be caught by Keaton Maish. A pop fly out for A.J. Knable is going to send us into the bottom of the 6th inning. And leading off for the International Falls Broncos is going to be number 5, Aston Casso. On deck, Kyle Kramer. In the hole, Aiden Lehman. Broncos leading 11-3 on the PCA scoreboard. Going into the bottom of the 6th inning, Broncos looking to try and close things out here in the bottom of the 6th. This is Augie Schmidt live on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM. Broncos versus Vikings. Tommy Larson, the starting pitcher, is going to stay on the mound for this upcoming bottom of the 6th inning. Broncos leading 11-3 on the PCA scoreboard, thanks in part to the 4th and 5th inning, where they were able to get 5 runs in the 4th and 3 in the 5th inning to keep the Vikings at arm's reach before the Vikings could get some runs on the board. And so now all the Broncos need are 2 runs here in this upcoming bottom of the 6th inning to end the game due to Minnesota high school regulation for mercy rule. Vikings just trying to get their bats going, but also needing to stay strong defensively. That slow start in batting has certainly come to haunt them in this game. So now Vikings hoping to just shut the Broncos out here in the 6th inning. Again, it is number 5, Aston Casso, leading off for International Falls. On deck is number 14, Kyle Kramer. In the hole is Aiden Lehman. So Vikings preparing for their upcoming bottom of the 6th. Final warm-up pitch for Larson as Aston Casso now gets to step up to the plate for International Falls. He is 1 for 3 in hitting thus far. Struck out in his previous at-bat in the 4th inning. First pitch from Larson is going to be ball 1. Oh, I was looking at the wrong guy. So 1-0 start for Casau. That's going to be strike one. 1-1 count now for Aston Casau. He steps back into the batter's box. Tommy Larson prepares himself for pitch number 3. This comes in. That's going to be ball 2. A 2-1 count now for Aston Casau. Tommy Larson throws this one in. That's going to be popped up in the air and behind the plate for a Service Master foul ball and a strike 2 for Aston Casau. 2-2 count now. Pitch number 5 from Tommy Larson incoming. This pitch from Larson. That's going to be in the dirt and ball 3. 3-2 loaded count for Aston Casau. Pitch from Larson. That's going to be grounded and off the glove of Levi Thydeen. He's going to get a single as Kyle Kramer now steps up to the plate for the Broncos. He has a runner on first with Aiden Lehman on deck. In the hole, Caleb Jocelyn. So Kyle Kramer steps into the batter's box to take on Tommy Larson. Runner at first base. It's going to be bunted. Larson picks it up and throws it to first, and that's going to be out at the bag. Kyle Kramer out at first, but that's going to be a sacrifice out to let Aston Casau make it a second base. So 1 out for the Broncos. Aiden Lehman stepping up to the plate for International Falls. On deck is Caleb Jocelyn. In the hole, Caden Corpy. Pitch, Frost, the first pitch, that's going to be popped up and behind the plate for a foul ball. Brought to you by Service Master of International Falls for a home professionally cleaned all year round. Call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Runner at second base, 1 out. 1-0-1 count. That's now going to make it a 1-1 count for Lehman. Caleb Jocelyn on deck for the Broncos. Pitch from Larson. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 count for Aiden Lehman, who is 2 for 3 in batting in the game. Pitch from Larson. Contact. That's going to be hit out towards left field, and that's going to be caught by the Vikings left fielder. And a possible... That was a great, great effort there by number 12, Emmett Erickson, to get the glove on the ball and get the out number 2. Now we're back at the top of the batting order. This is Caleb Jocelyn stepping up to the plate for International Falls. On deck, Caden Corpy. In the hole, Hayden Swenson. 2 outs for the Broncos. Runner at second. That's going to be hit off the first pitch, and that's going to be caught by Thatcher Jenkinson. Out number 3 here in the 6th, and that's going to be a scoreless 6th inning for the Broncos and send us into a 7th and final inning. All that the Broncos have to do is keep the Vikings shut out here in the 7th inning and or under 8 runs in the 7th, and they'll be able to close out this game and close out senior day with a win over the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. And so, stay tuned for the upcoming 7th inning here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSM and on YourLifeEvent.com. This is Broncos and Vikings Varsity Baseball.
Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, and we're now into the 7th and final inning of our Borderland battle between the Broncos and Vikings here in baseball action. Broncos having a very, very strong defensive performance, only allowing the 3 runs in the 5th inning, and it is the senior Keaton Maish who has been on the mound for the whole game, and Maish has been having himself quite the game as he's still out there on the mound as we enter this 7th inning of batting for the Vikings. Keaton Maish has thrown a total of 7 strikeouts in today's game, and he's hoping to add more to his total in this upcoming inning of play. Leading off for the Vikings is going to be number 1, the pitcher, Tommy Larson. On deck, Levi Thydeen. In the hole, Dominic June. Senior day for the Broncos. And obviously, since it is senior day, I'll bring all the Broncos up here for a post-game interview. Keaton Maish, first pitch to Larson is going to be strike 1 looking. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count for Tommy Larson. Pitch number 3. That's going to be strike 2 looking for Tommy Larson. 1-2 count. Keaton Maish not wasting any time. Throws this one in. That's going to be fouled, and that's a Service Master foul ball for Tommy Larson. So he gets to live to swing another at bat. 1-2 count. Pitch number 5. That's going to be ball 2. 2-2 count for Tommy Larson. Maish throws it. That's going to be chopped, grounded over to the third baseman. Emmett Olson's going to throw it to first, and that's going to be Tommy Larson safe at first, and the error is almost going to allow for him to run to second. Instead, he's going to be safe at first. Much credit to Torrin Thompson, really having to stretch out there to try and catch the throw from Emmett Olson, but unable to keep it in the glove, and that gets past him. So now we have a runner at first base with Levi Thydeen stepping up to the plate for the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings baseball team. First pitch from Maish is going to be ball 1. Levi Thydeen, 0 for 3. But he was walked in his previous at-bat and was able to make it around the bases. Levi Thydeen, a 1-0 count. Keaton Maish trying to throw it to first base to catch Tommy Larson off guard. He's going to throw this one. That's going to be a throw to second base. Tommy Larson slides, and that's going to be Tommy Larson safe at second on the City of Little Fork stolen base. So now, Tommy Larson, a runner at second base. No outs for the Vikings as Levi Thydeen steps back into the batter's box. This is a foul ball just underneath on the swing. So that's a Service Master foul ball. 2-1 count for Levi Thydeen. Pitch from Keaton Maish is going to be ball 3. 3-1 count for Thydeen. Runner at second, no outs. Thydeen steps back into the box with a 3-1 count. Maish throws it in. That's strike 2 looking for Thydeen. (3-2). Runner at second. Pitch from Maish, contact, but that's going to be fouled. And every foul ball is brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen are going to take great care of you. Runner at second base, 3-2 count. Pitch number 7. That's going to be strike 3 looking for Levi Thydeen. And that's going to be a 8th strikeout for Keaton Maish, the senior pitcher for the Broncos. And now stepping up to the plate, number 6, Dominic June. Runner at second, 1 out. That's going to be ball 1 for June. Dominic June stepping up to the plate. That's going to be ball 2 from Maish. Runner at second, Dominic June. He's going to take a swing, but that's going to be fouled for a Service Master foul ball and strike 1. 2-1 count. Runner at second with 1 out on base. Dominic June is going to take a swing. That's going to be chopped and fouled at his feet. So strike 2 off the Service Master foul ball. 2-2 count for Dominic June with a runner at second. 1 out for the Vikings. On deck, Thatcher Jenkinson. In the hole, Anthony Borman. Swing and a miss for strike 3 swinging. Keaton Maish just threw his 9th strikeout of the game. And with 2 outs and a runner at second base, Coach Talmadge is making a trip over to the mound, and we may see a change in the guard here after his 9th strikeout of the game. And Coach Talmadge having a word with Keaton Maish. And we're going to see if he's going to let him pitch for another one. Or it looks like, actually, no, we're going to get change in the guard. Keaton Maish is going to get moved after 9 strikeouts in the game. The senior is going to finish his senior day game with 9 strikeouts on the mound for International Falls Broncos. A big key player in this, in what could very well be a win for the Broncos. All they need to do is just not allow 8 runs for the Vikings here in the 7th. Hayden Swenson warming up his arm for the Broncos. We're going to be back after 30 seconds on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Welcome back to the Rainy River, Minnesota North College Press Box on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM and on YourLiveEvent.com. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Keaton Maish gets moved to second base after throwing 9 strikeouts in the game. And at shortstop is number 5, Easton Cossow. First pitch from Swenson to Thatcher is strike 1. Runner at second, Tommy Larson. Thatcher Jenkinson has so far been perfect at batting, 3 for 3. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count for Jenkinson. Hayden Swenson, the reliever for Maish. Runner at second, 2 outs for the Broncos. That's going to be ball 2 over the head of Jenkinson. And that's going to be hit high and out towards right field, landing right in the glove of the right fielder senior. The right fielder, number 14, Kyle Kramer. And that's going to end the game here in the 7th inning. Broncos win it in 7 over the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. 11-3, the final score on the Packaging Corporation of America scoreboard. And what a performance by the Broncos seniors. Each of them having a hand in the win. Keaton Maish, the senior starting pitcher, threw 9 strikeouts in the game to ensure the win for the Broncos. And then Caden Corpy would have a home run to have a 2-run home run in the 5th inning. And then Caden Torrin Thompson was near perfect with a 3 for 4 at the plate for the Broncos and 4 RBIs for International Falls. One of them come off of a triple in the 4th inning. And so Broncos, huge win here on senior day, 11-3 over the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. And hey, stay tuned for our post-game show. I'm going to try and get all the seniors up here in the booth to have a post-game interview with the seniors, as well as our Domino's Pizza players of the game from both the Vikings and the Broncos. So stay tuned for all that and more here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM and on YourLiveEvent.com.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Clinic is your home for comprehensive family medical care. Located within Rainy Lake Medical Center's hospital campus, their clinic provides accessible family health care for International Falls and surrounding communities via in-person and telehealth visits. Whether you need an annual checkup or specialized care for an injury or illness, your hometown healthcare team is ready to serve you and your family. To schedule an appointment, call Rainy Lake Clinic at 218-283-5503.
Do your high-rate credit cards have you feeling lost? Find yourself a lower rate and roll your balances over to a new card. TrueStar Federal Credit Union now provides an in-house credit card. Our truly rewarding credit card offers competitive rates, a rewards program, fraud monitoring, digital wallet, and much more. For more information or to get started, visit your local branch, our website, or the mobile app. Brighter banking at TrueStar. Subject to credit approval. Restrictions may apply. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Rob from Falls Lumber Company. I'm new to the company, though not to the industry. If you're looking to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, stop in and see me in the Design Center. I can help you pick out the perfect cabinets or countertops from brands such as Crystal Cabinets, Cambria, Corian, and Silestone. If you're in need of flooring, we have options including luxury vinyl plank, hardwood, engineered hardwood, and tile. Stop into the Design Center to see me anytime. When you're looking to build or remodel, come to the experts at Falls Lumber Company, 201 4th Street in International Falls.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
Rainy Lake Clinic is your home for comprehensive family medical care. Located within Rainy Lake Medical Center's hospital campus, their clinic provides accessible family health care for International Falls and surrounding communities via in-person and telehealth visits. Whether you need an annual checkup or specialized care for an injury or illness, your hometown healthcare team is ready to serve you and your family. To schedule an appointment, call Rainy Lake Clinic at 218-283-5503.
On the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Hey, Broncos get the win here on Senior Day over the Littlefork-Big Falls Vikings. 11-3 final over in Littlefork-Big Falls, and it was the senior Keaton Maish who would pitch for the win with 9 strikeouts in the game, as well as the other seniors, Caden Corpy and Torrin Thompson, going crazy at the plate to help with the win. And so gonna make sure I get those 3 up here for a post-game interview, and also a special shout out to the Vikings, such as senior Tommy Larson, who was 3 for 3 at the plate, and also played the whole game on the mound for the Vikings, and then also to Thatcher Jenkinson, who went 3 for 4 at the plate as well. And joining me here are our 3 seniors, Torrin Thompson and Caden Corpy and Keaton Maish, and what a big win here today, you guys. And let me just make sure that I can hear myself well. So, first of all, congratulations on a big win here today on Senior Day. And so, what's the feeling after a win like that?
Oh, it's awesome. Rival. We were hoping to get out of here a bit early, but, still had a good game, and, coming out on top.
Yeah, I mean, just feels nice being able to do that. I mean, beat a rival on senior night, and then one of the seniors getting a home run.
Now that senior getting a home run.
Oh, yeah, it was just nice to get on the home field for the second time this year only and get a big win.
So tell me about the home run. Like, what was going through your head in that moment when you see it going out towards right field and you're thinking, like, is that going to go out?
Well, I hit the fence twice last week, so I definitely was thinking I was going to do that a third time, so it was really nice to see it drop behind it today.
Absolutely. And Torrin Thompson, you had that the triple in the, making sure I get this right, the 4th inning that were able to send a couple runs home as well. How tempted were you to try and go from third to home?
Oh, I didn't even want to go to third, Augie. My legs hurting. That's something kind of awful, and yeah.
Just didn't even wanted to say at second?
Yeah, I just wanted to sit on the bench for a little bit.
Well, really great performances. And speaking of great performances, Keaton Maish, you went 7 innings and threw 9 strikeouts, man. How big is that for you as a senior?
I mean, it's nice. Would have been nice if I would have got the last batter, but, I mean, I didn't. 4 strikeouts short of 100, so that sort of sucks. Would have been big to do it on this game.
4 strikeouts short, really?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm guessing they also don't count, like, postseason as well?
No, just that's from my sophomore, junior, and senior years.
Well, so 96 total, if my math is correct. Hopefully it is. That's still a really impressive number, though, for you, man.
Yeah, hopefully before the season ends, I can get the 100.
Absolutely. And so speaking of before the season ends, you guys got a couple more games left, got sections coming up as well. How are you guys preparing for the sections game?
Just playing consistent, clean ball. We kind of imploded there 1 inning with the errors. We got to cut down on those. We play clean ball. We're going to stay with any team.
Yeah, like he said, I mean, past couple of games, just errors have been hurting us, plate appearances. So I feel like today the batting was pretty good. Fielding, we could have cleaned up a little bit, but if we just work on all those, we'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think we've kind of been shooting ourselves in the foot the last couple of games, whether it's doing a bad job at the plate or in the field. But, yeah, we just need to tighten it up a little bit, and we're going to be looking good heading into playoffs.
Well, like I said, I want to congratulate you guys. It was a very big win today, 11-3 over Littlefork-Big Falls against a rival, too. And I had a really tough time because I can only choose one of you guys for the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, but I thought it was only right. Our starting pitcher, Keaton Maish, 9 strikeouts, man. Really great job today, so that's why you're our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game for this one.
Yeah, he's a Domino's worker.
Yeah, and a Domino's worker, too, so maybe I should take that back.
So, too, he already gets a discount.
What? You get a discount? Well, someone should have told me that. Yeah. What am I saying? I know I've seen you at Domino's before, but yeah, man. I guess you can share with the team or share with your fellow seniors, who I'm sure they would also agree with that. But again, congratulations on a big win today, you guys, and hey, go get him in the next one as well.
Thank you. Wolves in 5.
Wolves in 5. That's right. And that was our senior interview here on Lakes Country 104.1 KSDM. Keaton Maish, the Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. I totally forgot he works at Domino's. So, yeah, hopefully I don't get him in trouble with his boss. But all in all, great performance by the guys. And the Player of the Game is brought to you by Domino's Pizza, as you heard. So, looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner, then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. We're going to take a quick break, and I think I see Thatcher Jenkinson, who is the Vikings Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. So, I'm going to try and catch him before he gets to the bus. So, I'll be back after this.
Do your high rate credit cards have you feeling lost? Find yourself a lower rate and roll your balances over to a new card. TrueStar Federal Credit Union now provides an in-house credit card. Our truly rewarding credit card offers competitive rates, a rewards program, fraud monitoring, digital wallet, and much more. For more information or to get started, visit your local branch, our website, or the mobile app. Brighter banking at TrueStar. Subject to credit approval. Restrictions may apply. Insured by NCUA. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Falls International Airport has you covered for your vacations. Whether you're looking to head to a big city or a sandy beach, Falls International Airport can help you make your connection to anywhere. With a modern terminal, free parking, free Wi-Fi, shorter lines, easy baggage claim, and more, you'll be happy you booked your flight out of Falls International Airport. To schedule your vacation getaway or for more information, log on at internationalfallsairport.com.
Dreaming of making a splash this summer? Hi, this is Tony Skiffstrom. At Border Bank, we're here to help make summer adventures a reality. Whether it's a boat for the lake, a new camper for those scenic road trips, or the ultimate backyard oasis, our consumer loans have you covered. With competitive rates and flexible terms, Border Bank makes it easy to fund summer fun. Explore if a consumer loan is right for you. Stop in and see us or apply online at www.border.bank. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding summer fun. Member FDIC.
Backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Joining me is our varsity baseball Vikings Domino's Pizza Player of the Game, Thatcher Jenkinson. Thatcher, tough loss here today, especially playing against a rival. No, really wanted to get that one, but there was definitely a lot of sparks there for the team. What do you think was the thing that was keeping you guys from getting over that hump?
You know, we were down our four-hole hitter, Jack Sullivan. I mean, he's a really good hitter, so that definitely hurt us a little bit. But after that first game, we were just pretty flat coming out. You know, hard to get going after we're a little tight from a first tough game. So I think that was definitely the biggest issue there.
And definitely there was a bit of a struggle. Keaton Maish was on fire on the mound, so kind of knocking you guys down. But there was definitely a lot of solid at-bats, like yourself. I mean, you were 3 for 4 at the plate. That last one, that final out, it's like you were the guy they were kind of making sure didn't get on base at the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's especially nice to face some velo finally that, you can time it up a little bit better. So it felt good to be able to at least go 3 for 4 today.
And Tommy Larson, he was also very consistent as well, and also the starting pitcher. So what do you think moving forward now? Because you guys got another game coming up, and then getting ready for sections as well, trying to get right for that. What's going to be the goal moving forward now?
Definitely getting the bats a lot hotter. We have a little trouble coming off of a bus for sure. But just getting the bats hotter, and if we make an error, just forgetting about it and worrying about the next one.
Playing like that earlier game against Hill City Northland.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the mentality we need to have every game, but we just didn't have it today, or in this one at least.
And then what about the errors? Because I know that was something that was kind of giving you guys some trouble. It gave you trouble in the Hill City Northland game. Kind of was the same case for this one. How are you going to try and minimize the errors?
I think definitely acknowledging them and then forgetting about them. Like we made an error. Oh well, let's go get 2 outs now instead of just the 1. I think that's the mentality that we all have to have, but some of us just need to work on it a little bit more than others, for sure.
Well, hey, I want to congratulate you on being a Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. It was a tough loss, but it was a really good game. I think you guys definitely did a good job. You were trying to stay in that. It was just that one inning that got away from you. And so I want to wish you guys the best of luck, safe travels, and I'm sure we'll see each other again in the playoffs.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And that was our Vikings Domino's Pizza player of the game, Thatcher Jenkinson. And so safe travels to those of you traveling home right now back to Little Fork. And thank you for tuning in for a live broadcast of Bronco and Vikings Varsity Baseball on Lakes Country 104.1 KSTM, as well as on YourLiveEvent.com. This is Augie Schmidt signing out.